I don't think it's a story, because dreams don't really feel like stories, the kind you tell. A story implies a beginning and end, so avoid the story. I dream I am a little girl, and I'm surrounded by petals. They all want to brush my hair. They take turns kissing my bruises. In return, I give them compost. They speak between the breeze, about places to be and people to plant. They say, the lesson is, to know them is to love them. And then an empty house. No, that's unrealistic. You deserve a preface. Okay, so a man is standing in a kitchen, and he's cooking dandelions. The man is despondent, the dandelions are shriveling away, melding with the grease. And the man doesn't know the dandelions personally, but he's heard that you can free their souls by frying them to a crisp, and that's a lie, and the man is blind. A grease fire ensues. The doors are locked, and everyone in the apartment complex dies. But get this. There's this preacher, and he's walking through the ashes, hands tucked in his pockets, and he's kicking up the dusty remains of all of the tenants who died, went up in flames, burnt to a crisp. A woman walks by, and she's had a particularly bad day at work. You see, the doctor called her at the office and informed her that she will never be able to carry a child. She will never be a mother. She just doesn't have what it takes. She starts screaming, crying, stifled gasps for air, flailing her arms like she's drowning, disappearing. And the man can't understand anything she's saying, but he assumes that she's very offended by him kicking rocks at the site of a local tragedy. So he waits for her to finish, patiently, and then he looks at her, really looks at her, and says, "I'm freeing their souls." The woman is still sobbing, crying, hysterical, and he's holding her. She's still desperate for answers, or somebody to carry her home. And so he did. And that is actually how you free a soul. Then I remember, to know them is to love them. So instead, an empty house, planted next to a field of forget-me-nots. The sort of flower that spreads like a grease fire. Only forget-me-nots are proud. The man who sets fire is not. He's dead. Anyway, that's where a mountain god lives. And they'll never have to choose between people and non-people. I guess that's unrealistic. Forget-me-nots are annuals. It's just not the sort of story you tell.